Once in the twilight village of Duskmore, where fog rolled low across cobblestone streets and willows whispered secrets to the wind, there lived an old woman named Elira. She was the Lantern Keeper, a title passed down for generations, tasked with lighting the ancient flame that guarded the village each night. But this was no ordinary flame. It was called the Gloamlight, a silver-blue fire that shimmered as if made of liquid moonlight. The villagers believed it kept nightmares at bay, not the kind that came in sleep, but those that crept on clawed feet from the deep forest beyond the river. No one had seen them in decades. Many believed the stories were just old folk fear, except Elira. She remembered. When she was a child, her brother had vanished near the trees. All they'd found was a trail of soot and a single scorched feather. That was the night her mother handed her the lantern, still warm, still glowing, and told her, "Never let it go out, or they'll come again." One autumn evening, the flame faltered. It flickered once, twice, then a shadow passed over it. Elira froze. The room chilled. Outside, the crows that usually cawed from the rooftops had fallen silent. She hurried to the temple at the edge of the woods, where the flame was housed each night. The door creaked open with resistance, as if the very air didn't want her to enter. The lantern sat at the altar, but its glow was dim, pulsing like a dying heartbeat. And then she saw it. Claw marks, deep and fresh, across the stone floor. Something had come through. The villagers refused to believe her. The stories were meant to scare children. No flame will protect us from fairy tales. But Elira knew better. That night, she stood watch alone, lantern in hand, eyes scanning the forest. Just before midnight, a figure emerged. It was tall, impossibly tall, cloaked in swirling mist, with antlers crowned in moss, and a face made of shifting bark. It stepped into the light, and for a moment, the flame grew stronger. But the creature did not recoil. Instead, it bowed. "Elira, you are the last. The pact must be renewed." Elira didn't speak. Her hands trembled. Her heart thundered, but she nodded. Long ago, before the village had walls and names, humans had stolen fire from the spirits of the Duskwood in exchange for peace. Every generation, a lantern keeper was chosen, not just to protect the flame, but to remember why it was needed. The flame was not a weapon, it was a truce. Now, with no keeper trained to follow her, Elira made her choice. "Then take me and leave them be." The spirit blinked. Its wooden fingers reached out, but instead of taking the lantern, it touched her chest. "You are brave, but your sacrifice is not the price. The price is memory." In the morning, the villagers found Elira in the temple, sitting before a brightly burning lantern. She looked younger, peaceful, but she remembered nothing. Not the flame, not the pact, not even her name. A new lantern keeper was chosen. They trained her in how to tend the fire, how to listen for whispers in the wind, how to respect the forest's edge. And on the darkest nights, when the fog thickened and silence fell over Duskmore, the flame always shone a little brighter, as if it too remembered.